Hello, everybody.
Howdy, and here's the terrible two.
Yep. The heretics.
Yes, howdy, heretics.
Yeah.
Jonas, thank you for your video regarding the new book that's about to hit the apostate world. And was really sad to hear that this gentleman didn't want to be interviewed by you because you're an apostate. But I understand this gentleman realizes he's going to be disfellowshipped, but you know, like this famous person, he will be labeled an apostate. I don't know how he thinks he's going to circumvent that title.
Yeah, he's already an apostate. The minute he started putting this book in print, he became an apostate.
Yes. Oh.
So what's his name? Fuseli? F-U-S-U-L-I. Mr. Fuseli, do the interview with Jonas.
Do the interview. You're
already an apostate.
Exactly. Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah. But it looks like this is going to be an interesting book. All I'm going to say is thank you to the source that sent it to me. And we're kind of looking through it because it's not supposed to hit this distribution for sale to the public until June 5th or 6th, if I believe. The name of the book is going to be My Beloved Religion and the Governing Body.
Just the title alone makes you an apostate.
But it's interesting because the source who sent me this also sent me the link to the post on Reddit. And in one of the comments, it said this is a Carl Olaf Johnson moment. And it is, because apparently he was trying to, get the governing body to see a few things of, educate them. Because this guy, he really is a scholar. He really is a scholar with a PhD in, I believe, in Semitic languages.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a great book. But the reason we're doing this video is we want to cover just a small part over on page 125. Oh my goodness.
What's the title of the subheading?
The steps taken to acquire the ownership of Kingdom Halls.
Ooh, I think we've been saying that for a long time, haven't we, Kim?
Don't you just love it when we're proven right?
Every time.
Yeah.
You see, friends, this is something that Kim and I recognized a long time ago. That the Watchtower Babel Crab Society may have started out as some little obscure religion in the United States of America that progressed to a huge worldwide publishing corporation. And when the governing idiots could see the future, not because Jehovah told them, but because the internet told them, websites told them, they had no other choice but to get out of the publishing business and then get into the real estate business. And now they are sustaining their bank accounts through the acquisition of Kingdom Halls. And guess what? This now ex-Jehovah Witness is going to reveal how it's all done.
Now, if you watch Jonas's video, and I'm going to put the link down below because he gives some history about this PhD, and I apologize for mispronouncing his name, but I mean, this guy would know because he was a circuit overseer, district overseer, and
he's got credentials.
Yeah, he actually does have credentials.
He's got credentials.
And he has an education. Even though he still believes the JW beliefs. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Believe whatever you want. But when it starts harming people and breaking up families, then that's where we have the problem, the issue, or someone attacking someone because of, something they may say, or for being heretics.
Or stealing property from your brothers and sisters and then selling it on the open market.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to discuss right now. And I'm just going to read this on page 125 under this subheading. Regarding kingdom halls, the organization book from 1972 says, however, large numbers of congregations have chosen to purchase property and build their own kingdom hall suited to their needs. It is up to all the dedicated members of the congregation to decide what they want to do in this matter. If the congregation decides to build a kingdom hall, the body of elders usually designates as a building committee certain brothers who are very much interested in this particular construction work of the congregation and who may be good businessmen. In connection with the ownership and operation of the kingdom hall, it may be necessary to form an association. Sometimes it must be a legal corporation.
Now remember, Kim's reading that right from the 1972 organization book.
Which is quoted in, Mr. Furuli's book.
Wait, isn't that copyright?
He's only quoting, a small paragraph. Well, that's why we're not going to read the whole book. We're just going to mention this one particular, page or two.
What's pertinent to the Kingdom Hall grab.
Yeah, because we know this is what is happening.
We know it, and we've known it for quite some time now.
Yeah, in the UK, it's under the Kingdom Hall Trust Fund. Several corporations here in the United States, Valley Farms, the JW Congregation Support Services. Who knows how many corporations they're using for this. But I'm going to go on with what he has here. The members of the congregations owned the kingdom halls, and a committee from the congregation was overseeing and maintaining the hall. In 2008, the three congregations using the Kingdom Hall in Watchtower, 39, and Oslo, Norway, decided to renovate the hall. The governing body had at this time taken the first step on the road to take over the kingdom halls.
Okay, now do you guys recall circuit overseers coming to your kingdom hall and recommending that you remodel? I do, because that's how we ended up remodeling our kingdom hall in Cottonwood, Arizona. We didn't know that this was the first attempt, the first step at acquiring all these properties. Sure. This guy's got credentials.
He was involved in it. The branch office had created committees of building experts in a few places in Norway. It used to be called the Regional Building Committee here in the United States, and now it's known as the LDC. So we're all familiar with these committees. The procedure at that time was that if a body of elders wanted to help, they could use the closest committee to give suggestions regarding the renovation or regarding the building of a new kingdom hall. We did that, and the building experts gave good advice and were of great help. Sometime later, the next step was taken. The authority of the committee of building experts changed. Now it was mandatory to ask the committee for help in connection with the renovation or building of a new kingdom hall. So they had to get these experts in this committee to come in. Okay, back to the book. And now the committee had the top responsibility and not the body of elders. The third step was that the committee of experts took over the responsibility of each kingdom hall, but the congregation members still owned the kingdom hall. At the end of 2010, my wife and I moved to Stavern in Larvik County. In our kingdom hall, there were 3 flats with witness families, and other kingdom halls had rooms for old pioneers or 1 or more flats for families. For those of you in this country, that's apartments. In 2013, the congregations received a letter from the branch office saying that every tenant in each kingdom hall had to move out. Some elders thought this was not a fine way to treat the tenants because they were only given a short time before they had to leave. But the body of elders, of course, did what the letter said. Now, also, we've done video a couple of years ago about the complex there in the UK in Addison, I believe, where the caretaker and all of the, witnesses that were living in the little bungalows and apartments and houses were all asked to leave. And the caretaker was fighting it because it was his home and he had been in there for years, for decades. So, and they didn't even give these people much time.
Are you feeling the love, Jehovah's Witness? Oh, wait. See, Jehovah's Witnesses are not going to read this because now this is coming from an apostate.
Yeah. Going on. The congregations in Larvik had for several years been looking for a piece of land to build a new kingdom hall. A piece of land was available, but now a new arrangement had been instituted. The congregation members and the elders no longer had any role in acquiring the new kingdom hall. Representatives of the branch office bought the piece of land and constructed a kingdom hall of their choice. And it was the branch office and not the congregations that owned the new kingdom hall. What happened to the old kingdom hall? This hall was owned by the members of the three congregations, but neither they nor the elders were asked. But representatives of the branch office sold the old kingdom hall, and the money was, without any approval of the congregation members, transferred to the branch office. This was a power grab of property on the part of the branch office. And then he has references down below to the elders letter and branch letters, the dates, and information on those. In fact, here at the end of the last sentence I just read, there's a little 31, and the reference says the branch office paid for the piece of land and for the construction of the Larvik Kingdom Hall. But as I will show below, the congregations are required to send money to the branch office every month. And when we add the sums that each congregation contributes to the branch office and the money that the branch office gets from sales of kingdom halls and subtract the expenses the branch office has for building new kingdom halls and the loans that were canceled, the branch office has a huge surplus of money. I am speaking about the situation in Europe. Dude, it's the same situation here in the United States.
Yep. So, like we've said before, Kim and I have known that Watchtower has been doing this for quite some time now, because as I learned early on, and as I've stated many times before, you need to look at this religion from a business perspective. I've said this once and I'll say it again. If you are inclined to go after Watchtower in a court of law, you will more than likely lose if you play the religion card. You need to play the business card. Then they will lose.
Now I just want to read the last two paragraphs that are in under this subheading here on page, we're on page 127 now. Steps to take over kingdom halls. Number 1, committees of building consultants could be used. Number 2, committees of building consultants had to be used. See, that's the difference. They had no choice. Number 3, committees of building consultants took over the responsibility for the kingdom halls. And that's just what the Kingdom Hall Trust Fund in the UK is doing now.
That's right.
They will even pay your bills and do the paperwork and everything, so the elders don't have to worry about any of that, and they can spend more time shepherding the flock. Oy vey. Number 4, tenants had to move out. 5, kingdom halls were expropriated by the branch office. Number 6, hundreds of kingdom halls were sold in different countries, and the branch offices received the money. Now, for those of you who have seen our hub video from last year, the year before, there's a screenshot where they're talking about this great program they have in the computer, and we had seen a screenshot to where something like 4,400 properties were going to be sold worldwide starting in 2019. So it's not hundreds, it's thousands. And, you know, we're working on, you know, the Watchtower property tracker list right now. We have a list from 2012 of kingdom halls and their addresses. And I would say that on that list, anywhere from 25 to 50% of the kingdom halls that are on that list were sold. Were sold.
Yep.
And look at the money. And there's a lot that we're not getting a selling price for. And so, when you average it out, it's still, could be in the millions and millions of dollars. And these are just the ones we know about. Okay, so back to the book here, the second paragraph, which is the last one before the next subheading. The next subheading looks interesting too, from soliciting money to tithing. So this last paragraph, at the top of page 126, kingdom halls in other countries were also expropriated by the branch offices. Sometimes this office fused two congregations, so one kingdom hall could be sold. Other times the branch office decided that 2, 3, or 4 congregations could use the same kingdom hall, and the vacant kingdom halls were sold. This caused problems for many brothers and sisters, particularly for the older ones and those who did not have a car. Some had to travel long distances to come to the meetings.
My only disappointment with this book is that this guy didn't confer with us, because everything that he's written right here is what we've been saying.
Well, he got it from the other side. He got it from inside.
Oh, from inside.
We got it from outside looking in.
No, because a lot of this stuff was leaked to us before a lot of other people recognized what was going on.
Yeah. Yep.
Even this thing about tithing. Remember when they were passing out those little slips of paper after they canceled everybody's loan, and they made you write on a piece of paper what you could give on a monthly basis? I said publicly, that's tithing. I said it publicly because I recognized what Watchtower was doing.
And it isn't just 10%. They want
Yeah.
all that you
All
can
of it.
afford.
Yep.
They want all your extra money and then some. They want it all. They want it all.
So you better not read anymore because, we don't want to, cross a copyright thing here. But
Yeah.
hey, dude, let me be the first or the second or the third to thank you for writing this book. And, welcome to the age of apostasy. Because this is what's going to happen right here.
Yeah.
You are now going to be a marked man, and I almost dare, but since Watchtower is already in over their heads, and they don't have enough congregations around to enact new policies, like they did with Raymond France. You can't talk to a disfellowship person, or you're going to be disfellowshipped yourself. I mean, quite honestly, there's really nothing else for Watchtower to do at this point. There really isn't anything. What new rule can they enact to counteract what this Jehovah's Witness has just done?
No, I shouldn't be looking at this because I'm seeing more. I mean, this is going to be good. I think this book is going to be good. On page 124, there's a subheading, The New View of Soliciting Money. And there's only a couple of paragraphs, so I'm just going to read that too. Paul speaks about gifts in 2 Corinthians 9:7, and we all know that, a cheerful giver. And then he says, as for assets and money, the members of the governing body of the 20th century followed the biblical procedure of gifts of free will, and they never were soliciting money. It's even in the Proclaimer's book. Russell even said that when we have to solicit money, then that's time that the Lord is telling us, the work is done.
They're done.
Not this modern governing body. They were never soliciting money. The present governing body has been willing to abandon the procedures of the previous governing body by soliciting money on a big scale and thereby violate the biblical principle in 1 Corinthians 9:7 of voluntary gifts. When I see the situation today, when the governing body has the power over the assets of the congregations and the money, it is clear to me that the governing body for many years has followed a plan that now has been realized. This is a plan based on the view expressed in the Watchtower of February 15, 2009, page 26, that is quoted on page 121, that the governing body should have the power over everything.
But hey, keep in mind, they will still answer to the Pennsylvania Board of Directors.
Yeah.
Don't ever lose sight of that, friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, we know what is going to happen to, Furuli here, that, he's going to be shunned. He's going to lose everything in the organization.
Family members.
Yeah. He's going to lose everything.
Else.
He's going to be disfellowshipped. And if he doesn't want anything to do with apostates, like being interviewed by Jonas, then he's going to be a very lonely person.
That's right. He's going to be very lonely, and he's going to understand what living in isolation really means. So, dude, if ever you really want to have a listening ear, feel free to contact us.
Yeah.
Feel free to contact us. We have got so much information about Watchtower, Freemasonry, the connection to the Oddfellows. We've got it all. And we're not ignorant to certain things.
Yeah. Or talk to Jonas. He
Yep.
knows. He knows.
He's right there in your backyard.
Yep. He's right there. You've already got someone to talk to. So Thank you everybody for watching. And we actually have a couple more videos that I'm trying to get edited and get them uploaded as soon as possible. But the internet's acting up the past couple of days. It's just in and out, in and out. So who knows when they'll get uploaded. So thank you for watching, and we hope you have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.